Alright guys, today's video is a very interesting one. I will be responding to Mr. Greg Doucette, I'm not sure what to call him, but Mr. Greg's videos about me, he's made quite a few. And guys, just to be clear, I welcome all the criticism, okay? I won't get offended in any way. I love this. You YouTuber guys, don't be afraid to go hard on me. I love starting this conversation and expanding people's minds. It's great, okay? And if it weren't for critics, this 40-day fast wouldn't even be that cool, right? If people thought I could do it, well, it wouldn't even be a challenge, right? I love people thinking that it's crazy. I love people thinking that I can't do it, right? And guys, in this video, Mr. Greg is objectively wrong, as you'll see. This doesn't mean that he's not a cool guy. This doesn't mean that he doesn't give out a lot of cool information. This doesn't mean that you should stop watching him, all right? This video is all about love for everyone, including Greg. I just want to start a cool conversation, right? This isn't to prove I'm right or anything like that. This is simply to discuss some of these incredible truths that I've experienced, right? And a lot of you guys have been asking me to respond to get my opinion on all this. And this will further your knowledge about what I was actually going through in the psych ward and a bunch of cool stuff like that. So, with that being said, I hope you enjoy the video.
7 days. That's the maximum amount of time this is going to last. There's no way it's going past 7 days. He's going to be in a hospital before 7 days.
Well, Greg, you're making it kind of easy for me. This is the easiest point to refute. Right now, I am filming this video on day 7 of the fast, and I feel incredible. Tomorrow, when you are watching this video, it will be day 8, and the live stream will still be going, and I will not be in a hospital. Don't worry, the questions will get a little more challenging.
He's not going to be able to survive 40 days on just water.
Well, this one is up for debate. You know, I've never survived a 40-day fast before, so I'm not sure. The one thing I always tell people is to never trust fully external information. The only thing you can ever truly trust is your experience, right? External knowledge and science, they can give you clues, but the only thing you can ever really trust is your experience. And I've never experienced a 40-day fast before, so I don't know if I can do it. But I'm pretty sure I will. I guess we'll see in 40 days. Or 33 more days.
He was on a lot of medication. You think that might have affected his heart rate? The medication?
So here Mr. Greg is talking about how my heart rate went from 70 down to 50 in a matter of months. This was due to my change in my lifestyle, my change in my diet. And my heart rate went down to 50 before the psych ward. And before they put me on medication, in fact, I wasn't on medication for the first week in the psych ward, my heart rate was still 50. So no, the medication really didn't affect my heart rate at all. In fact, when I was on the medication, the heart rate didn't really change. I simply improved my heart rate from improving my health.
Because of the fasting, he could gradually feel himself getting better mentally, physically, and all that. Did it have anything to do with the fact that you're in a mental institution to give you medicine to get you better?
No, actually, it had absolutely nothing to do with the medicine. Like I said, I wasn't on medicine for the first entire week I was in the psych ward. I refused to take medication. I didn't want medication. Why? Because I felt incredible. So for them to actually force me to take medication, they have to go through this whole process called a Reese hearing. And they weren't able to actually force me to take medication until the second week. So that entire time, I was feeling incredible. And in fact, the medication, when I started taking it, made me feel like shit.
And when you're in a before and after, if you stick your freaking jaw forward or pull it in, it looks different.
So yes, there are a lot of people saying that this jaw transformation was just me going, well, I realized that, and I welcome the controversy. But you'll see, for the people who really wanted to know, who really wanted to improve their face, who wanted to believe that this was possible, I actually posted a video on my Instagram and on my YouTube story showing them that I wasn't doing this, that my teeth were together. Here's that video. So no, in the before picture and in the after picture, I had my teeth together, just like this.
He contradicts himself the entire freaking video. Yeah, I'm doing it for myself. That's the body that girls want. That's what Spartans look like.
Yeah, there's actually no contradiction here. I said that my ideal body is the Spartan warrior look. Then I said that it also aligns with perfect health, and it also aligns with the body that girls want. I don't see any contradiction. I'm just saying that it just so happens that the body that I want is also the body of health, and is also the body of what girls want. Cool, it's a bonus, great. There's absolutely no contradiction.
You don't lose 20 pounds in 2 weeks, mostly muscle, if you're natural and you train natural for 2 weeks.
Now this is probably the most crazy claim of Greg's video. He actually said that he thought that I lost 15 pounds of muscle in 2 weeks, which I'm sorry, but that's impossible. Right? I lost 20 pounds. Probably 10 pounds was water and glycogen. I was fasting. I did a lot of 72-hour fasts while I was in there. Then maybe I'm guessing 5 to 7 pounds of fat and maybe 3 to 5 pounds of muscle. Makes sense to me. Doesn't that make sense to you? It is not possible to lose 15 pounds of muscle in 2 weeks. Now, he was claiming that I was on gear and that my hormone levels dropped so much because I wasn't on gear that I lost muscle that fast. First of all, if you were on gear, your hormone levels wouldn't drop that quickly. You still would not lose 15 pounds of muscle. It is just not possible.
So it's all for publicity, all to get him roles in some movies or something. He wants to be a famous actor.
I can see Greg really hasn't looked into the videos because while yes, acting is fun, I wouldn't mind being in some movies, it's pretty clear that I'm doing this for a greater purpose. I want to expand people's consciousness. I want to open their minds. I am teaching spirituality. And all of this was part of this big plan, which I explained in my video, The Truth. If you actually watch all of my videos, this becomes pretty evident.
If you're acting, it would be discovered in this mental institution before 2 weeks that you were acting.
Really? What if I just kept acting? What if I wanted to be in the psych ward for a certain amount of time? You'll find that if you watch my video, The Truth, this is very evident. It was all part of the plan. What plan? Well, the plan to tell the modern day story of Jesus. What did the psych ward signify? Well, the psych ward was the tomb. It was the place that when I died, no one would be able to know if I was alive. Psych wards are confidential. So that's why I wanted to put myself in the psych ward. Now, why am I telling this modern day story of Jesus? That might confuse, people who haven't been watching my videos. Well, the whole idea is to recognize that Jesus is human, right? Because if people realize that Jesus is human, they realize that what he had internally is obtainable. Jesus was enlightened. He found the truth within, the truth being God. He realized that he was the collective consciousness in all of the universe. And this is a very experienceable thing for any human. And that is the point of telling the story of Jesus as a human.
Patient demonstrates a marked alteration in his mental state compared with previous months, specifically with at least 1 week of grandiose and delusional thoughts, content that he is God. Does that sound like a guy that you want to listen to?
Well, to me, that sounds like exactly someone you should be listening to. Don't you want to know the truth? The truth of the universe? The truth that Jesus was preaching? The truth that has been lost in translation? The truth that we are, yes, God. That as a human form, we are all sons of God. That God is simply the greater collective consciousness that animates all of us. The creator in which every form appears. That we are not just the self. We are not just the ego. We are beyond that. We are this greater collective consciousness, or God. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Greg, you should actually be listening to these videos, because you'll find that when you realize this, amazing things happen. You don't get as mad and angry as you are. You are free. You're free from mental suffering. You're free from insecurities. You're free from the prison of the self. You no longer are attached to negative emotions, and it is an incredible feeling. So yes, I suggest that you do listen to me, but don't take what I say as gospel. Think of it as clues and experience it yourself.
He has not identified meaningful steps to be successful in transitioning a safety plan out of the hospital. So, yeah, I faked everything. I was acting. But yet, when he went to the hospital, he couldn't even convince the staff that he was okay.
Now again, I wanted to be in the psych ward. It is very evident that this was an important part of the puzzle in the video, the truth. So if I wanted to be in the psych ward, why would I be so eager, especially at the start, to convince the doctors that I'm okay? Well, I wouldn't. In fact, I did have plans in Austin. I had a lot of proof. I recently bought a car. I had bought a car that was ready for me, that was sitting in Austin at the time. At the time, I'd signed a lease with an influencer house in Austin. Now, that is not happening. I have other plans now, but I had signed a lease. And 3, I actually had a flight booked to Austin. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. And again, no hate towards Greg. He has every right to think I'm absolutely insane, right? If people didn't think I was insane, then this plan would not work whatsoever. So Greg is a very logical, a very smart dude, and you should still watch his videos. He has a lot of cool information. But again, no matter what you watch, no matter what external information you take in, you cannot know the truth until you experience it yourself. So get excited for tomorrow, because tomorrow I will actually be doing my first update on the fast. I'll be showing you my transformation from day 1 to 7. So that will be exciting. I appreciate you guys watching the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.